Greetings to all. Finance Minister has just presented an interim budget for 2024-25. Firstly, a doubt. What is the government budget? Also, why interim budget this year?
Yeah, so first, what is a government budget? Government budget is typically a forecast of revenue and expenditure for the next financial year. So it is also a policy, financial policy and strategy document of the government for the coming financial year. So let's see, what revenue and expenditure include. See, revenue typically comes from sources like taxations, income tax, GST, customs, etc., and dividend from government companies or public sector companies, administrative revenues from various departments, interest on loans to states, disinvestment of shares in public sector companies, and so on. The expenditure typically includes the recurring expenses like salaries to government employees and pensions to the retired government employees and interest on borrowings and administrative expenses like um, cost of services to the citizens and the allocation to the defense and other paramilitary sources, and more importantly, capital expenditure for development of infrastructure, etc. See, earlier railway budget was used to be presented separately, but now it has become part and parcel of the union finance budget. Now the question, why interim budget this time? Because the Lok Sabha election is due by mid of 2024. So it will be the next government which will be sworn in after the election that will be presenting the final or the full-fledged budget. And so typically an interim budget will talk about the revenue and expenditure forecast for the period till the election or till the new government will be sworn in. And it will not talk much about the policies, the financial policy strategies and proposals.
What are the highlights of the interim budget 2024-25?
Yeah, as we said, there were not many important proposals or initiatives that would impact the people, the business, and economy as such. But still, the upcoming election has influenced the budget to a great extent. So, still, let's look at some of the important highlights of this interim budget. The most important thing is that there was no change in the rate of taxes. Any tax, income tax or customs or any other taxes. This is relief to people who thought there would be increase in tax, but given that election coming, many people expected there would be relief, there will be a reduction in the rate of tax. So this was a setback for them. And income tax demands up to 25,000 till 2009-10, and from then 10,000 from then till 2014-15 have been withdrawn. So this will help about 1 crore taxpayers. And another highlight is the tax benefit to startups and investment by sovereign funds and pension funds has been extended by 1 year till 31st March 2025. Now some proposals, some initiatives for the poor and middle class people. So there's a scheme to assist the middle class people living in rented houses, chawl, slums, unauthorized communities, etc. to construct house and assistance or subsidy for construction of 30 million affordable houses in rural areas, and a free electricity up to 300 units for about 1 crore houses, extension of Aishman Bharat healthcare coverage to Asha and Anganwadi workers and helpers are some of the highlights, meant for poor and middle class people. Now, the capital expenditure has been increased to about 11 plus lakh crore, meaning there will be more public spending, which would boost the economy and develop infrastructure. And another important thing is about the fiscal deficit, which has been which is been estimated to be around 5.8 on its path to restricting the fiscal deficit to 4.5, which is actually a mandate for the fiscal discipline. So this will help control inflation. That's the benefit of fiscal deficit, controlling fiscal deficits. Now, another one, which some may support, some may oppose, is that the disinvestment of shares in public sector is pegged to be at 50,000 crores the coming year. Now, another important proposal is converting about 40,000 normal bogies to Vande Bharat standards. Now, the next is very important because green economies and or zero net carbon economy is the vision of the countries across the world. Now, there are initiatives and schemes proposed in the budget to support green energy, e-vehicles, and more manufacturing and charging infrastructure to reach the carbon net zero level by 2070. So there are few more, but I feel these are some of the more important highlights of the interim budget.
Okay. By the way, what is the differences between financial year and assessment year?
Yeah, so this actually confuses a lot of people. See, let's take the example of this current budget. So this budget is for the financial year or fiscal year 2024-25, meaning the proposals or the provisions in this budget will be applicable for the earnings from 1st April 2024 till 31st March 2025. Okay, but the earnings of during this period will be assessed and taxed in the year 2025-26, which is the assessment year for the financial year 2024-25. So always in the assessment year will always be the next year of the financial year.
Okay, got it. One more question: when will the full budget be presented?
Yeah, that as we said, after the Lok Sabha election, after the new government takes over the rule, they will present the final or the full-fledged budget for the entire year. They may revise this interim budget also. So we will come back with another video on that final budget when presented then.
Thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you. See you soon.